Hello and welcome to another episode of Alan Writes. This is number 34 probably. And we're gonna start right off and go to it because I've got a meeting in a little bit and nothing quite focuses my energies and time like knowing that I've got a deadline. Deadlines are useful in that way. If you set one for yourself, you can often provoke yourself to be more productive. That way you're not putting things off, you're not giving in to procrastination. Procrastination is a killer. Admittedly, sometimes there's useful procrastination when you don't know something or can't make a decision yet. You have to put it off. But oftentimes you're just, putting it off because it feels hard, difficult. And you don't want to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Telex 2. Your master wanted a word. All right. So you can tell that she... The moment she, Master wanted a word. Master wanted a word. But she took her time in coming. It wasn't urgent. It never really was with him. Everything proceeded at a glacial pace. He wouldn't be hurried. That would reflect badly on him. Had he ever been otherwise? She didn't know him. She didn't know him well. Not really. Oh, they exchanged pleasantries, made assignments. Amid the handing out of assignments. But he was career military, thrust into a civilian role. What had gone before was unknown. That's not particularly interesting. Great. We will have to fix that. Second draft. Was history. His history. Not hers. Though she felt she was really accumulating some with him. Eventually, she limped into his office. He already had her initial report up on the paw. Personal armored. What did I call that? Personal armored something something something. To pilot a paw, but a 5-year-old with a puppy. The snortling. Doused with sugar and playing with a snortling. But labels weren't her purview. All right, enough back and forth. Let's get to the fourth. It's important to keep going. He had already had her initial report up on the personal armored walker. His grin was wide as considered it. Really, Paul? He asked. Someone will figure out a better name. Someone will figure out a better name, she replied, and drew herself up before his desk. I suppose, he said, and turned. Glancing at her leg. Was there some trouble? A small one. I'm fixing it. What's the trouble with your new leg? I'm fixing it. Personally? You're not a medical tech. I'm a medical tech. No, but I am an engineer. And, what did they... I had a word for duct tape. Between, gray tape and, ductile tape. Between ductile tape and WD-40, LD, and LD-30. Fix a lot, he said. Is that, is this about that? No, not really. But I am an engineer. No, not really. And offered her a chair. She took it gladly. It would be inconvenient for you to suffer a medical relapse now that we've got the project going. Oh, is the Army interested? They're nibbling on the bait. We just need to sweeten the pot. We just need to sweeten the pot. Sweeten the bowl. You're mixing not acronyms and aphorisms. You're mixing metaphors. You're mixing metaphors. Not if you consider the Army to be a white obeah. White obeah. A kind that is a soft spot for stolen sweets. Stolen sugars. So, let me let me tell you a few things about the armament we want for the paw. Teller said. Armament? Benara asked. Usually, that was settled by committee. Usually that was settled by a committee. Long before the settled by a committee long before the orders reached their stations. Reached here. If we followed the AT-AT, it would be quad-linked, be paired, twinned twin blasters. Heavy and light for a variety of targets. Yes, but this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to steer things another way. The Corp, the non-Kuwait Yards Corp, yeah, see, I haven't done my research on that. The is looking to push their new design missile. Concussion missiles have fallen by the wayside. Concussion missiles have fallen by the wayside, given the recent defensive, strides have been developed, and they'd like to get those old lines moving again. You want the paw to have concussion, to have a concussion missile launcher. No, just one if you can manage it. Not just one if you can manage it. Is there a way to structure the design to readily accommodate that sort of armament, that sort of weapon? Of course. Bernard said, thought about what she'd drawn up. You could add almost anything to anything. It was a question of cost, but a double system of missiles would grossly overload the exoskeleton, the structure, the load-bearing structure. There's probably an engineering term for that. I gotta look that up times. But will you make it work? Will you make it work? It would be better to use disposable. It would be better to use disposable launchers instead of if there was less ammo. Maybe it would be better to use disposable launchers. Instead of a 40 rack, you'd have 4 in tubes, like they use for some watercraft. They use for some watercraft. I like that. Disposable launchers have to be repurchased. Disposable launchers have to be repurchased. They're also easy to ship independently. Easy to ship independently. And easier to maintain. And easier to maintain in the field. Yes. Very good. Now, the blasters. The standard E-web would be most effective against infantry, since the concussion missiles can take out armor. Not the E-web. Not the E-web. How about twin delights? Like we have for the AT-AT and ATST. For the ATSTs. Kuwait yards will need a weapon. Kuwait yards will need a weapon. They sell to push this project. And the army already works well with them. With the that sort of blaster. Less training, less maintenance, same contracts. Same contracts. There was something to his tone that she didn't take credit on her. Shouldn't this be should this be taken up by a committee? Should this be taken up by a committee? Oh my dear. Oh my dear. We are the committee. I am the committee. they have given me full discretion for the project. It succeeds. There will be there'll be a promotion. There'll be a promotion. The likes of which you have never seen. Okay, so let's see. This details when we're talking about career. You'll be leaving courtyards. I'll have to. Don't worry though. Whoever is put into this office, whoever's put into this office will know your retribution. And they'll protect from the ISB. She asked. He blinked. Oh, of course, he said. It was a lie. A bad lie. A lie she would have believed just a month ago. Just a month ago. Great, she said. This is all I've ever really wanted. To work on projects and not be hassled. Anything else, boss? If you heard that sound, that's the sound of my meeting chime telling me I've got 15 minutes left to go. Anything else, boss? And to work. I'd love to get back to work. It was a lie. She wasn't sure how good it was. But he nodded. Go on then. Develop what you need to develop. Concussion missiles, twin blasters, armor, whatever you can manage. Alright. Damn it. Yes, I know there's a meeting. Alright. Whatever you can manage. Finara got up and limped for the door. Have that leg looked after. I will. Promise. She replied and kept walking. Outside, she didn't head back to her workspace. But instead went down to the labs. Okay, so she's gonna go down to the labs. This is where they make stuff. It's the design labs. Design labs. There she crafted, gathered what she needed. She gathered an engineer's kit. An engineer's kit. Promise. Gathered an engineer's kit. Using Telok's using Telok's authority on the project. Sign for it. And she took it to a secluded nook. Away from everything else. Initiated sealed the access way and put in for a medical break. Put in for a medical break. This was exactly what Telok had told her to do. Except, of course, for the location. The main data trunk went right through here. Right past here. Past here. Access panels. The access panels were had safeguards, of course. But the plasma welder didn't care. She cut into it. She cut into it a few quick slices and then extracted the metal covering. Below it lay the, that's a technical term, strands, the tech cables. Tapping into those was the work of an intern. Was the work of an intern, and she had long mastered that. She had recently mastered that. Was the work of tapping into those. Was the work of a repair engine for repair, and she had long mastered that. The data, though, she'd have to call for that. And as her chrono ticked down, she inserted. She moved the data stick from her leg and inserted it into the reader. The command fired from her her workstation. The command fired from workstation. Okay. She returned to her workstation briefly, and then went down to ask the resident computer to secure her files. To do this, it had to scan her workstation. That scan held a header request for a number of projects. And that request she fired back along the same channel as a confirmation order. As an what is that? That's called? It's as an overwrite confirmation order. The computer, having to check its files to see if everything matched up, had to open them. And she was sliced in to watch all of it. For ever so many projects. Every last drop of data the computer was hers to observe. She'll see Telok's personal files. OMG. Here we go. All right, and here we go, and here we stop. We're gonna move on. My time's up. My meeting is in 4 minutes, and I can't stay here. I want to, but I gotta go and do stuff, talk to people, be a non-introvert monk sitting in my room typing away on a keyboard. All right, so this has been Alan Wrights, number 33. We're getting going. She's about to see where what Telok really has planned for her. Before it's been hints and allegations, and now she's going to see all the various connections. His shady connections. Blackmail material. He deserves worse. But not the ISB. The rebels have him. He'll have to stay in place. He'll protect her. Or he's no use to them. And thus he'll protect her. Alright, so there we go. This has been Alan Wrights. I hope you have a good day and stay safe out there.